Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. That air you hear is air because it's 100 degrees in Vegas. It's a little hot, so I need air. I know I look a little bit crazy, but today I'm going to actually do my first kind of hair tutorial. It's not really a review because I've already worn this wig a couple times, so I don't really want to say like an initial review because it's definitely not what this is. I've definitely worn it. It's got some wear on it, and the way I cut this wig came from an inspiration that I saw on Glamazon Tate's page, so I will tag her Instagram and her YouTube channel below. But I started like revamping a lot of my old wigs because I got tired of just buying new wigs. Yeah, so I would see like all these half up, half downs with bangs and like the slick bags on wigs and all this stuff, but I never wanted to just buy a new unit to just play in it because if I messed up, I didn't want to mess up a new unit that I just paid for. I'd rather mess up an old unit and then buy another unit to then replace the old unit instead of, I don't know if that makes any sense. But my first step when I do my wigs is I go ahead and I put some foundation here just to match my skin tone. This might be a little bit light, but we're gonna use it anyway. I do not do like the whole method of gluing it down and cutting it. I tried it a couple times before. I don't wear my wigs long enough for that to make any sense for me. I wear my wigs for like 2, maybe 3 days. I might do like a week at the very, very most. That's if I love the unit, but I'm not wearing it long enough for me to feel like I need to do all of that. So I just take like a little brush, dial it from my hand, and kind of just go ahead. I obviously need more than that because I got a big head. And then this is the Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage Foundation in the color 355 Coconut, if anybody needs a reference on the color that I'm using. I don't know. I'm not a hairstylist, so don't judge what's about to happen, okay? This is just how I do my wigs. And then you go ahead and you flop it on your head. And then we look crazy. So I use bobby pins to kind of secure it down in the back just because, like I said, I don't wear my wigs that long. So it doesn't really matter for me if they're properly put on or whatever, however the hell you. And I use about 3 bobby pins to secure it, one on each side and then one in the middle. I use the mixture of the Got To Be Glue Ultra Hold, which is the black one, and I use the Got To Be Glue in the yellow one. I mix them together because I like them both, and that's what I do. So, but I like the black one more. It's a better hold for me, and I kind of know already where my wigs go on my head, so I don't have to continuously like. I know I've watched some hair videos and like they measure their head again and again. I know where this wig goes. I've worn this wig a million times. And the one thing I can say that I just prefer about Bold Hold than I do about this glue is with Bold Hold it's dry in like 35 seconds. So it's like I put it on my head. I think what I want to do, I potentially could take a drink of something and then it's dry. With this, you kind of have to just sit and let it like soak. So then, by now it's a little tacky, so I guess I can try to put it on my head. I don't really know yet. This is kind of like trial and error. This is when I may fuck up or I'll make it right. So I removed my little bobby pins and I put a big clip there to hold most of the hair back. most of this hair is gonna just get wet. I can't help that. I've yet to find a way to help that because it's already cut. So and I put it down on my head. I move it from my ears. So the flat parts are normally the hardest for me because I don't know, my ears are like awkward. Then you kind of like just push it a little bit, and then I take my little scarf and I tie it on my head. Trying to come up. And I kind of just, you can't see anything. Flip this up, there we go. And you look crazy for a second. I'm gonna look crazy for a while until I style this thing. But if I've learned nothing else by wearing wigs, I learned that sometimes you gotta look a little crazy. So, hello. So I'm back. After about maybe 5 minutes, it should be dry. It might not. We might have to start over, but you know, so we take the little scarf off. Then I take my comb and I kind of just comb back. Now because I don't use boat hold for this normally, it's not, I don't want to say it's not secure, but it's not like, this is gel, not glue, okay? So it might not be like 110% heavy duty, but we're gonna just go ahead and now this little bobby pin that I had here, I'm gonna just take it, comb it back again. And now I'm kind of just combing it to make sure that none of the hair is stuck to my head. Like, because some of the glue might have gravitated towards, or some of the hair might have gravitated towards the glue. So I'm kind of just combing it backwards. This side seems to be pretty okay. Now this side, one side always does really good and one side does really bad. So I'm kind of just going to go ahead and, now see, part of this top part, like it didn't glue here, so I'm kind of just gonna go ahead with my bullet hold again, put a little on my finger, a little bit, I don't know if you can see that, and we're gonna kind of just move it back and just put it right where it needs it, like not too much or anything, and kind of just put it back. Then here I could do baby hairs now, or I could wait until after my ponytail. But I think I'm gonna do them now just because I'm already sitting here. So I don't know. And I'm back, looking a little crazy. So I flat ironed this unit for the most part. I wanted to get this ponytail going definitely on camera, but because it's a lace front, I kind of have to be a little cautious about where I put the part. So I kind of just go from this area here, try to go just up. Okay. Let me brush that out a little bit, hold on. Alright. And we're gonna fix the baby hairs in a second. So I kind of just go up and I just kind of part with my finger, nothing too crazy. Where I want this ponytail to go. Then I just kind of make sure that none of the actual tracks are showing, which they are not. And I use some holding spray. And I brush it very, very calmly. Nothing too crazy because I don't want the hair to pull up, because like I said, this hold is definitely good. But when I did this the first time, I did use bowl hold because I knew I would be tugging at it. And I just honestly don't have any more. Plus, I don't plan on wearing this up that long. So then, you put it in a ponytail. And then I just kind of make sure I like the ponytail first. So I kind of go ahead and like spray some more on it here. Now everybody's gonna say like, oh my god, it's gonna be so small. Yeah, no, I have this here, which is just some really cheap beauty supply hair. I don't remember how I did this the last time. It's easier when it's my real hair because then I have something to attach it to. I'm not trying to bust no hole in this wig, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So then kind of just twist it and put open. It's kind of awkward, like I said, to do this in a wig because you can't really feel them. So if you can feel them, that means you went into your hair, and sometimes that's very uncomfortable. Like for me personally, that's super uncomfortable. I do not like when it goes into my real hair because it's like hurting my head. But I'm gonna go ahead and flutter my bangs, and I'll be right back. Okay, so then here's the finished look. It's the back. This hair is still phenomenal. I'll have all the description, all the links to the original hair in the description box below. I'll have Eullair's website in total, and then I'll have a direct link to this hair if they still have it, and I believe they still do. I love this hair. You know, you see I bleached this section. The hair is still super soft, not too much shedding. I think it's just great. So do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.